Yo.
Miggity Mike.
Yo, Made in Chafford podcast episode 83. Tell the people them it's 83, innit? It has
Back
to
in
be.
the flesh, baby.
Yo, this is too clean, you know.
Reunited.
Your most influential podcast. I'm getting all this shit off. Oh, you see the crystal. You know what time it is. Yo, man, them. If I can do this properly, I can do this
We're
properly.
back in the 90s,
Yo.
We're back in the 90s.
I'm diddy in this bitch. Yo, we back outside. We outside. I told the man them put your sneakers on. I told him. Put your sneakers on. We outside.
What sneakers you got on today, man?
Yo, tell the people.
Hey, yo, you know the YouTube is doing mad right now.
Say what?
Mothers.
Hey, yo,
Mothers,
that's what we like to hear.
Love
Um,
it, love
what
it.
have
What
I
we
got
saying?
on?
What we saying? Nah, big up the YouTube and that.
What creps have I got on right now? I got
Yo.
the
That's how we
Nike.
should start for the show for E-Man now. Yo, what creps you got on?
That's a fact. Crep
But the
check.
thing is,
Crep
but
check.
I don't wear all my creps though.
Nah,
Nah.
but sometimes it has to be done. It has to be done. It has to be said. Let the people know what creps we got on. I saw them. I was like, yo, I have to look down at this man's feet. Yo, what are you saying? What shoes we got on?
I got nice feet. I got the SB Nike
Yo,
Air
pop.
Pop.
Everybody after party.
Welcome to the after party.
But yeah, welcome back, guys.
Yeah,
We're
man,
back in
let's
the
go
flesh.
straight
We sound in HD crisp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not by accident, you know. This was back by design, you know what I mean?
We're sorry about the Zoom ghetto. Obviously,
Zoom.
we tried to hold it down for you guys through the panoramic, but it's better in flesh. You get me?
The pandemic.
The
Pythagorean theorem. You know what it is. Yo, where's your
What
cup,
else to
son? Did I
Oh no, mine's on the floor.
My man's cup is on the floor.
Are we back?
Yo, two Demz in the building. I have to get off the
aliases. Get off the
man.
aliases,
Come on,
man.
dog. Two Demz in the building. What are you telling me? The man them we're back outside. Like we're actually enjoying life.
For
I see
sure,
my man came through with a trim.
Come on.
Had to be done.
Hey, yesterday when I was getting my trim, yeah, because obviously I told you guys I was potentially thinking of growing it out, innit? And when he cut it, my hair, I've never seen it that big before. And it's
Is that
actually,
good?
yeah. And it's still big, but obviously I've put all the conditioner and cream into it.
Yeah.
So it's been compressed. But if I was to comb it out right now, mad.
It's-
I might still end up braiding it out, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
Has to be done. Yeah, I'm coming to Dutch braids, ladies. You already know what time it is. It's a hot boy summer, man.
You
Let
got
'em
with
know.
braids.
I'm coming with the braids,
Not
man.
cornrows, braids.
Dutch braids. That's what I'm going for. You trying to put me on the spot?
No. I'm just asking, bro. I'm just asking. You know what I mean? Like I got to check. You know.
100%. You need to know who you're working with.
Know what I'm saying?
You know who
He
you're
might
working
gonna let shit slide.
with. Oh, God.
Man heard the word braids and was like, I ain't
You know what? Yeah, guys, it's great to be back in the
Salute.
flesh.
It's a fact.
See
Salute.
Boris and them man and the new Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to stop us. Yeah, they're trying to stop the boys from podding.
Nah,
Do you know what they say?
never again.
Flesh.
Yo, Evan said the YouTube doing numbers. I need to hear this, man. Tell us.
course.
Tell us.
How's
Hey,
it been going?
I have no clue to like what video pops and what video don't pop.
Yeah.
It's just whatever I put out, like there are some videos that do.
Is it
mad-
certain shoes?
I would say it's certain shoes. I think it's like shoes that they are cult classics that are not hyped today. That's what I'm seeing on a consistent vibe.
But you got 1K. You got 1K views on a video though.
On
surely.
one video, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the shoes that I'm wearing right now. I can't obviously lift up my leg, you know.
Did you?
They're saying don't bleed the hype. Shouts out to them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
shout out to them, man.
those
Shout
are
out to them
my
for
guys,
having
man.
me as
Hey,
well.
you never know.
Shouts out.
You never know enough Taribas in this
Oh,
life. I'll be
God.
telling
Shouts
you
out
that.
to Sammy C.
Hey, you know what? I had the maddest moment last night.
What?
So we was out in the pub, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously back outside. So I'm making a joke. You know me. When I'm in the spot, I'm making jokes and that. I'm the life of the party. Obviously, I said, I know too many jacks in my life. Like,
Yeah.
I genuinely, I know about 3 jacks. That's too many jacks.
That's a lot of
I don't
jacks.
know. I know about, you're like my closest Emmanuel. Popular name, but you're my closest Emmanuel.
Very popular name.
It is, but
Yeah.
you're the only one I know. And obviously, not Collins ain't that.
They ain't no Collins.
They
about that.
didn't write that. They didn't write that shit
They ain't right
twice.
that. They ain't right.
Anyway, so I said, I'm sick of knowing too many jacks. And as soon as I said that,
Lo and behold.
this hey yo, Jack Burke come around the corner, and I'm just like, Jack, like, what the fuck are you doing here? Honestly,
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all, master
Man like
of
Jack.
none.
Shout
for
out
real.
to Jack.
None. Oh, God.
My guy comes around the corner. He's like, "Oh, I'm just here to see my bird. Like, what are you doing here?" I'm like, "I live here. You sick man." He's like, "Yeah, because Jack's girlfriend lives in Tooting."
Oh, yeah,
it was
of course.
mad. Yo, big up yourself, Jack Burke. You know, in the
Shouts out
building.
to Jack,
Shouts out to Jack.
Shouts out to Jack.
That's a king
Big
right
love
there.
to Jack.
Crazy mouth.
I'm defo still drunk from yesterday. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I can tell by the energy. I can tell by the energy. But I was
course,
gonna say
of
when we
course, of
saluted, I was gonna say we should have saluted to family. And talking
Oh,
about family.
That's a topic. You're gonna be livid. Get off all your swearing. Get off all your swearing now. You seen the trailer for Fast 9?
Um, I,
Do you know, I'm happy you avoided it because
no, I've seen it. I've seen it.
These niggas trying to go to space.
You know what?
Are they trying to go in? I didn't watch the full thing. I wasn't interested. I was having a conversation whilst I was watching it.
Do you know what I said to myself after I watched it? I said, this is terrible. I can't wait to see it.
What, they're trying to go in space?
They've been trying to go to space.
These
man could rival the Avengers.
But you know what I respect? I respect now that they're actually just embracing the stupidity of it.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Because at first it was actually about street racing. They had an ethos. It served its purpose. And I feel like maybe popular culture doesn't really lend to that. Because that whole Too Fast, Too Furious period where Ludacris put out Get Out, Move Bitch, and that whole album in general, it lended to it. But I think now people just want to see those blockbuster, crazy people doing crazy ish. Yeah. And as soon as The Rock joined, the rest is history.
Oh, that was a wrap after that. Then when The Rock arm was broken and he said, "Daddy's got to go to work," and he did that, I said, "Yo, this franchise, put him in the dirt." For real. Nah.
Where do you think the turning point was, though?
It was Fast 5, definitely. When them man was doing up Tour de France and with the safe. Nah, come on, dog.
I'm gonna go on a limb.
You could even argue Fast 4, really.
Why? What happened to Fast 4 again?
It's a very forgetful film, but or forgettable.
They linked up in Brazil. No. That's 5. They linked up on the border.
Yeah.
To Mexico.
The last one I watched was Dubai.
That's 7. Fast 7.
Yeah.
Tupac,
Is that the one? The car goes through 3 buildings. Oh man, that was pure stupidity.
You know what I would say physically? Yeah. Well, in physics, it could be possible, but I mean
It's impossible.
The previous film where my man's flying and then he gets caught. Nah, that's lies, man. That's cap.
Do you know what's cap?
Big cap.
Do you know what the cars? It's in the latest trailer, and they're swinging. The cars basically. All I can say is the car's doing up Tarzan. It's dumb, man. It's dumb as fuck.
And that's why they're gonna make $1 billion for it. That's just how it goes, man. They've embraced it.
Yeah, you have
give him credit give Justin Lin credit where credit's due. He's managed to revive the series and give it some form of meaning.
And then even like Hobbs and Shaw, like that.
Did you watch that?
I haven't watched it, but the fact that they made another film for that.
That film is
Do you know what I'm saying? So at least they're diversifying.
To be fair, I didn't finish it, so I mean
that tells you what you need to know.
Tells me everything I need to know. But it weren't like I didn't finish it because it was bad. Like, I just didn't finish it. You know what I mean?
Yo, how much family does Dominic Toretto have? I swear there's a new family member every movie.
The fact that Han's listen, if I'm Han and I'm coming back and I can't lips up Gal Gadot, what's the point? I'm not coming back.
Gal will be back for number 10, maybe even 11.
They'll find a way. She's too nice, man. Like she was never my type before, but wait, yo, that girl is sweet. What, you disagree?
I'm sipping my drink, bro. I'm just listening, bro.
Should you recite what you said before the cameras and the mics are rolling?
Listen, you know what it is, yeah. For me, I'm just on another journey in life, innit? And personally, I just feel like, you know what? Sometimes social distancing before social distancing became fun, like whatever. Because me, I don't really go out most of the time.
I'm following you.
I just stay home. I just do me, you know, like buy crap and then that's it, you know. Stack up peas, do this, that.
Nothing heavy.
Nothing heavy, you know, just light. You know, right now in my life, I just feel like I just need to be outside.
And by outside, are you inferring
whatever you think?
Sneakers on? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. Whatever you may think, you as an individual who's listening, outside, whatever outside means to you, I might just be that, but one level below.
Yeah. Man, I've got a question for you.
What's up?
Is it a hot boy summer? Or is it a boy summer? Or is it just summer?
No, it's a manly summer, bro. Like, come on.
It's a manly summer.
Come on, bro. We have to behave out here in the streets.
Oh, come on. Hey, you know what? Shouts out to Chet Hanks, man. That's my guy.
Man was on a white boy summer. You know what?
A white boy. And I don't mean regular white boys like Bill Clinton. I mean white boys like me, Jack Harlow.
Bill Clinton is not a regular white boy, bro.
You know what? Monica Lewinsky.
Apparently he has like he has a mixed race child.
So I could believe that.
It wouldn't surprise me. He's on stuff.
This guy has been whacking gal every day.
Monica Lewinsky.
And you know what he did? He came out and he said, "Yo, I never did a thing with this lady. Years later on the documentary.
Sexual relations with that woman.
Yo, listen, that was years ago, man. Let it fly, man. Let it go. He's not a regular white boy, but shout out. Well,
you know that's he's attentive. What's the word I'm looking for? Like he's a touchy subject, should I say?
Shout out to all the white people listening. Shout out to all the Mumbai.
If you're on the
and
white
New
boy
Delhi,
summer
man,
thing, you know, do your thing, innit? I'm not gonna sit here and
yeah, I'm a watch, but
I ain't partaking, but I'm a watch.
Yo, because people, when people go outside, many people have been deprived.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about going outside.
Many people have been deprived of just being.
Yeah, we're going out after this. You best
inside.
believe I'm gonna be on a wave. Last night they didn't know who I was. This is two Demz. You know, sometimes when you have an alias, like there's two sides to you. Two Demz was out last night, man. I can't even.
You went out saying, "Yo, my name is Two Dems."
If the ladies want to know, the ladies want to know.
First name Two.
Last name Two. Last name Demz.
That might be the
And if
episode.
you don't know, now you know.
Last name, nah, you're dumb. First name,
He made the joke. Man said first name Two, last name Demz. Get it?
That's terrible.
Of course.
But yeah,
go on
outside, man.
How was last night for you? Where did you
Listen,
go?
It's
What was
just,
the vibe?
do you know what? It's just so nice to be back outside, man. You can't even put like, it's just beautiful. Like you don't miss something until you don't have it. It's a simple thing, just like being able to chat to people and not being worried, sort of thing. Obviously, the numbers are mad low at the moment, so
Yeah.
I'm not even feeling guilty for this shit as well. You know, like, I don't feel like I'm breaking the rules. Really, we did as much as the place allowed.
What is it like inside? Is it like you have to go inside and stay outside, like like in
Yeah,
a
so
garden?
everyone's it's all beer gardens really.
I see.
But the lucky thing is, Tooting has Tooting Market, where they just serve drinks, but it's technically outside, but it's inside. Is the only way I can like describe it. Okay.
It's an outside environment that's enclosed.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Listen, this makes sense. Yeah, I said Tooting Market doesn't have traditional doors. Yeah, and these people are laughing, but you know what I mean? As in, it doesn't have one of them doors that do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's what I said. These men were like, "No,
I'm lost. Go on, explain that. What do you mean
But it
by
doesn't
that?
have traditional doors in the sense that like, I can open that door if that makes sense.
Okay.
Tooting Market doesn't have doors, so that's what I said. Would make it that would make it outside if that makes sense.
Right.
So they were like, nah, they were lost. Like, how are you lost? I'm clear as day. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I can actually imagine it with you as well. Like you're like, what are you like? Am I the only sane person in this room? What's going on here?
Am I the only real person? That's how I felt. But
That's hilarious.
no, outside is beautiful, man. Honestly, we'll go out for a few drinks after this. I'm just excited. I'm just excited to be with the people, the man. Them like it's gonna be so nice.
It's crazy. I feel like we've been in captivity, bruv.
That's a fact.
I look like
People
a
who don't
caveman,
even
yeah.
normally go out will now go out. You know what I mean? This is what I'm trying to say. E-man's having a hot boy summer. I don't care what he says.
That's what he was inferring the whole time.
He's trying to find a wife. When will you marry?
That's a question.
You thinking about it?
No, I've been thinking about it for time, for many years
Say
actually.
word.
Yeah, to be honest.
I can easily imagine you being like a family man.
Yeah,
I don't know at what point in your life you decide to do it, but you're definitely of that school of thought.
Yeah, because it's just I've been thinking about it for time.
Yeah.
So like me, I've had time to process what kind of person I would like to be, what kind of person I would need to be. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's a complete difference of who you would like to be and who you need to be in terms of like becoming that guy. Because there are some people who'd like this type of individual, but that's not who they need.
Right.
And then,
Ooh.
do you know what I'm
E-man's
saying?
Cooking. Yeah, get off.
So that whole entire time, I've just been a social distancing hermit. Yeah, I've just had time to think.
I hear that, man.
And right now, yeah,
Me?
the caterpillar has to
I'm
come
where
out
I am.
the cocoon.
I'm
to
not
become-
I'm where I am.
I hear that stuff. I'm where I am, man. Ain't nothing changed on mine. I'm just watching y'all have fun outside.
Yo, they're not
I'm
not
good.
locking me up, man.
I said, I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'll leave.
They can't, man. It's an injustice. It's an injustice.
I hear it.
Nah.
But on that, man, just as a question, just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
you say that obviously you need to pattern yourself to a certain point,
Yeah.
and now you're going outside and you can mingle, do whatever.
Yeah.
Where does the onus come to vet someone? Because the vetting process, it's not linear. You can meet one person and that will be it. Whereas you might have to meet 7 or 8 people and then you find out where you want to be.
Get declined every single time.
Not necessarily decline. I'm not saying that. They could progress to whatever level it needs to progress to.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could just date one person. You could be seeing another person, but then,
What, like see 2 people at once?
hey, you said it, not me.
Nah, it has to be done.
That's Demi's words, not mine.
Oh,
Sorry.
don't do this. Nah,
Man's throwing the
Sorry,
shit around.
correction. 2 Dems.
That's nah. Listen, all I'm saying is, that's my grandma told me to do this. Like, she was like, as long as no one gets
tell the girls, hey, listen, they want me.
as long as no one gets pregnant, like you need to know, like you have to try. You have to kiss a few frogs before you find your princess, obviously, and you don't know who your princess is.
I've never heard that in my life.
Well, it's a bang of a
Good
saying.
analogy.
I hear it, but like,
You're hearing it, but you're not hearing it.
no, I'm hearing it. It's just that I've never heard.
This is a celebratory moment.
He's
E-man's
actually hearing
it.
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing
He's
it.
actually hearing it. That's
You know what I'm
funny.
saying? Yeah, no, like in terms of like having to find somebody, like as you said, you're talking to somebody right here, and then there's another person that intrigues you like a bit more.
Yeah, them ones are tough, man. Can I always be the one you like more that would let you down, man?
I don't have an answer
As you
for
pour
that.
some more drink.
I don't have an answer for that. But for the listeners who are actually listening, you may know who I am, and that's what I'm gonna say.
What is the dating market like at the moment, Mandem? Is the street sticky right now? Because I ain't got a clue.
I can't
Well,
talk too heavy, man.
same here.
I'm in situations right now, so obviously, man.
Situation.
I don't know because it's like
honestly, that's one of the best intros to a song maybe ever.
Bruv, are you kidding me? It's so cold. So cold, man.
Don't bring your girl around me. That's my nigga for real. That's my nigga for real. Dun, 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 dun.
Play it for real. You know what? Just on a side tangent, yeah, that album and the album afterwards is just
Yeah, but he was cooking, man. Like, there's nothing you can.
what album is this? Sorry for the listeners.
8701 and Confessions.
Yeah, that's back to back classics. Like,
100%.
Who's on the product? I need to know who's on the production. I need to know who's writing. I need to know like who's his vocal. Like, Usher was just in a world of his own. Like, no one could compete with him at that point.
Which era was that for production? Was that Tim and Neptunes?
Yeah, it would have been about that time.
Yeah.
I think that was it. Yeah, he was in his bag. But yeah, situations and the dating market. What's it saying, lads? I don't know what's going on, man. Is the street?
Listen,
I'm
this is the
assuming
first
people are
time
going to mingle
I'm
a lot
coming
at
out.
this time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
I'd
the first time
imagine so.
I'm coming out. Though.
Okay.
Whoa.
Me, I've just been in.
Can we
my
get
own
updates weekly?
clothes.
Like, yo, what's he man saying on with the gal there?
Maybe.
Yo,
You know, I
what a
was.
segment.
You might just sprinkle someone's name out of nowhere, and they're just like, "What? Who?"
Who? Got him.
That's funny.
Nah, this is my first time actually going outside and having to see
I
what's
respect
out
it.
there. But then again, like you don't. The thing is, with me, I've just had to see everything and just keep myself to myself at some point. And now I feel like it's time for me to just do what I need to do.
I heard
Do
that.
you get what I'm saying?
I heard
And the thing is, the great thing about it is like not every tree grows at the same pace.
Whoa. Yo, you man spitting right now.
I'm spitting bars.
That's a factory.
Like an oak tree might take a certain amount of time. I know that bamboo trees, you plant them for 5 years, they don't grow. Like you don't see anything. The next thing, after 5 years and one day, boom, it starts springing out quick.
That's a fact.
So
Bars.
you know, sometimes you just have to, you know what, you have to marinate, for it to get the flavor.
That's a
And
fact.
once the flavor is perfect, that's when you cook.
That 24, 48 hour marinate, you know, and
I don't know about 48 hours, but I know 24 hours.
What about the pre-marinated? What are you saying for those things there?
this is just not real. It's just not a thing. It's just not true.
What about the M&S pre-marinated thing them? And the Waitrose thing them there?
What you put in a bag, shake it, and then
Chuck it in there.
nah. Because the thing is with that, you taste it on top, but you when you
It's
eat
not
it,
really in it. Yeah. I hear that.
it's not inside. But then when you marinate it for like 24 hours, every bite succulent.
What about the Rustlers burgers? Are they getting some?
The Rustler's burgers, they're trash, man. They're trash. They're actually like they
love
may
these
be
innuendos.
track and trace on every single cow, but they're trash.
Track and trace on them.
No, that's what it says. Like that's
Say what?
mothers.
I ain't eating that shit, man. That's like poison.
Oh God! If you eat rustlers, you need to go to the doctors immediately. You might have something worse than corona.
That shit's
boy.
not real.
Honest to God, yeah. Listen, I'll be eating. I've eaten that stuff sometimes, yeah. And if I don't have a fruit by my side, know that the tummy's rumbling.
Done now.
Fuck.
It's rumbling. And then when I go to the bathroom, like like you go to the bathroom to excrete, and like there's a consistent smell every time when you eat healthy. There's a consistent smell. When you eat rustlers, it's
that shit
sorry
comes-
to give out that information and destroy your appetite, but
That shit's coming out like thunder, like
been-
thunder and lightning. Man, them thinking Thor's about to land, you know.
Back to that.
Oh god.
Back to that. All right, cool. We deviated a bit, but
Sorry,
bit.
listeners, that's just 20 minutes of us.
hey, we're freestyling here, boy. Freestyling.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying this though. This,
Nah,
is,
that's a
this is
fact.
why we need this in person, because you just get your intro.
Get off your bars, man.
Of
Tell 'em.
course.
You know what I'm saying? We haven't even introduced ourselves, E-man. Get your
Nah, we
aliases
did,
off.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Go
we're
on.
20 minutes in. It's E-Man G45.
You already know.
Eames. Big Eames. Big E.
Mm-hmm.
Big E. you
God
know.
with us.
God
you know?
with us.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm in church.
That's a
When I'm
fact.
outside of church, it's E-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doing up
Straight
the
up.
ad-libs.
Of course.
Right.
I don't have ad-libs. Ad-libs, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing it for you. You're gonna know that for real.
Come on.
I'm in the building, man. Big 2
We are in the building. For
Big
sure.
2L,
For sure.
Cool, calm, collected.
Bang.
LL Coolins. You know what I'm saying? We here.
Wu-Tang in the building.
Wu-Tang in the
Wu-Tang,
building.
Yeah, that's family.
Wu-Tang is forever.
That's a fact.
And it's for the children too. Pay attention. Pay attention.
100%.
I've been on a Wu-Tang journey, guys.
Say
I ain't gonna
what?
lie.
Yeah?
I've been banging
I
bare
think
Wu-Tang.
Method Man is one of the best rap songs
Spuddy.
ever created.
Spuddy.
Ever created.
Meth is my favorite.
METHOD, man.
Meth might be my favorite member, and not because he's clearly not the most technical,
Yeah.
but his delivery is
Yes.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, and he always kills it.
I was actually going to ask you guys because we be in the building and we talk about music.
Yeah, you know.
47th most popular music podcast according
Yes,
to
sir.
Spotify. You already
Come
know
on,
we're coming
come
for the
on.
crown.
Yes,
No,
sir.
don't chill.
Don't
This
lie.
year I want to see top 20 Spotify. You know what I mean? Like, consistent. So
Come on.
anyway, the question I was trying to get off is like some people aren't necessarily lyrical, but they've still got the whole package. I'm thinking about people like Thug. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, your sign language too is shit, but but Thug is still my guy. But like, you know what I mean? Like rappers that they're not necessarily lyrical miracle, but they still be delivering.
Thug is just a weirdo.
He's an alien. I think
just a weirdo.
too often we attribute the word alien in rap to
I think-
people who are lyrical. But I think Thug is an alien.
He's
I
truly
think it has to come down to like a few things, a few attributes when it comes to becoming, what is it, a musician or just rapper?
We'll go with rap because that's our bag.
So I would say it's lyrics, lyrical flow, the presence that you give,
Facts.
and the vibe that you give as well. So if we talk about let's talk about Jay-Z. So for example, Big Pimpin', he took out the southern flow and he implemented that in his tune. And you could hear the lyrics in there. There was the lyrical flow from the south, of course with the New York cadence, but the flow was there. And then also when he came and performed it, like the presence that he gave, even on the track, the presence and the vibe is just, it's a full package of a product. And he does that very much consistently on most of his songs. And then there are some artists who will only do that on one song, and they will try and live that. And that's where some rappers will be the GOAT, for 2 minutes, and some rappers would be the GOAT
Forever.
for
Forever, yeah. That's
a good amount of time.
That's a question, actually. My next question to you guys is: if we were born in the 80s, so just I'm saying born a few years earlier, do you think Jay-Z would be our guy? The way Drake is, most of our guys.
No. For me personally,
No.
That's a hard question, you know. That's a hard question because I've been listening to a lot of shit, and I find myself
You listen to shit?
I've been listening to shit. My ears in the toilet, goddamn it. Nah, I think he would only off the basis of quality and longevity.
Yeah.
But on a personal level, I don't know. I don't think
It's
so.
a
Not
tough
for
one,
me
man.
personally, but I do love Jay. Jay's an alien as well in his own right.
Yeah, 100%.
But for me, I don't think so. I feel, but whenever I go back, I always gravitate to different things. So when I listen back to the 90s hip hop this time round, I'd heard all the Pac albums before, but listening to them again, I didn't gravitate to them as much. Maybe because they're such long projects. If you hated Take Care, my God, you'd hate some of Pac's old albums, boy. His albums are hella long.
I've always said Pac wouldn't be my guy. I think I'd be a Biggie guy. Like
I like Biggie guy,
I like Biggie anyway. Like period, regardless of when I was born. Can't connect to it as much because you know when he died, I think it was more or less the year we were born. Or correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, after 95.
So I can only relate as much. I wasn't there for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But Biggie is still my guy. I've never really liked Pac like that. Like, I
heard that.
I don't even think Pac's that lyrical as well. So I don't really know why he's upper echelon.
He's not, but he has that intangible thing that, say, what
The
we're
only
talking
thing I
about
can
that
think
Thug
of
has.
is Pac is the coolest guy in the room. If that makes sense.
He's got the intangible aspect that you can't quantify, but everybody just gravitates to his personality. Hence why people gravitate towards Thug the way they do. He's got that intangible thing that you can't say anybody else has, but it's just the way he carries himself, the way he talks. Like, you see how Thug talks in interviews. People love that shit.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're out there in London, out there in London with all those, those
But the
muskets
thing
and
is,
shit.
like, I just, you know what? The moment he wore a skirt and a dress and all that stuff, I never vibed with it.
You couldn't take it in. No, I get that. No, it would put people off.
Because I mean, well, like I'm a conspiracy theorist, so like I know like what sort of
You think he's been told to do that?
he's been not told, encouraged.
Because
Because someone could tell you to wear a dress, you don't have to wear a dress.
he doesn't swing that way either. Like if that's I always say live your truth. You know what I mean? Like if that's you, that's you.
Yeah,
But
and
that's
then
clearly
with
not
drink
him.
with drink in your system and drugs, just like I'll do it. Like
I forgive him just because of the line he had on one of his songs, his intros, where it's like, I had to wear the dress so I can have the stick.
No, do you know what's the best
Wow.
lyric in our friendship? It's from Pick Up the Phone.
Pick up the
Oh,
phone.
Macaulay Culkin and Home
Home
Alone.
Alone.
Ah! Quavo was spitting.
Shouts out to Quaver Cuss.
Nah.
And Kashink and them, man. Yeah.
Kashink. Ooh.
100%
Hey yo,
shout out to them, man.
Lippy, drink some water, my guy. That is not good.
That's nasty, man.
2.5 liters in his whole life. I said, yo.
That's crazy.
Someone said
I mean,
They
he's
put-
nah.
they
it's
put
nasty.
NHS kidney stones, and someone said he's pissing rocks.
On God,
I
he's
was
pissing rocks.
I was
God.
inconsolable.
On God, he is.
Wait, he's under 30, isn't it?
Hey yo,
I think he's on the borderline. Maybe 28, 29.
hey yo, we haven't even said it, you know.
What?
Damn, double homicide.
Fuck, you know, man. Fuck yeah, no, man. To be honest, because listen,
That's the funniest video on the internet.
I see. No, you know what? Like, it's the way like Jocelyn was like, yeah, I expect you to understand this. You know, come out here, and then she's like, why are you crying? Come out here in the front. Like she was about to stick it on her, and she's like, yo, I just had an abortion with twins. It's like, damn.
Damn.
She went, oh, damn. Double homicide. I'm being like, shit.
Bitch.
And she look like,
I've ever heard. That's crazy.
Everyone. Someone's gotta die. Like,
God told us to die. That's so
whoa, someone already died. Someone already died, bro.
hey yo, damn, double homicide. That's the name of the episode. I'm sorry. Can we get away with
Oh
it?
my gosh.
You can't.
Well,
But I mean, to be honest, it
What's the
depends.
label gonna say? Wizard, what were you saying?
Oh, bruv, listen. Shout outs to Wizard, didn't it? Shout outs to
Shouts to
Wizard.
That's the family.
Yeah.
Bro, can you get away with that? Damn double homicide.
But the thing is, with me, yeah, it's just like I believe in a certain type of way about abortions. Of course, this is a very touchy subject, but we're gonna talk about it because we can. Yeah, like there's no limitations. But basically, I feel like pour me a drink.
Yeah, obviously.
Thank you.
Pour me a drink.
Basically, I feel like
I know you don't believe it, so
no, because the thing is, like, it's a biblical thing, bruv. Like, even like to a certain extent, like even with certain religions, it's just, you know, in Islam, in Judaism, there is a certain type of like, yo, don't kill. And then I knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. So the fact that she said that, she might have that type of belief, but not a lot of people today. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but some people today, there is. Okay, thank you. Yeah, there is a populace right now that don't necessarily believe in that. They don't believe in like the deity of Christ. They don't believe in a God above all. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then for some people, it's just like, how could you say such a thing? Oh, it's not really real. It's still a fetus. It doesn't have a mind. It doesn't have a sort like. But for some people, it's like, yo,
It's the opposite.
yeah,
I
double homicide.
Oh my god. I fall on the other side of the spectrum on that.
Oh yeah.
But purely because I think, don't get me wrong, I was brought up in a religious background. I've been to church the majority of my life. And obviously I've always challenged things in my mind. And I think in my mind, the way I divide it is it's down to just being up to date with society now. So say for example, okay, let's just say trigger warning in it. But just say for example, something happened to an individual and they ended up being pregnant by someone they didn't want to be pregnant by.
Oh yeah.
Do we revert back to a scripture that was written however many years ago to say, yep, you can't get rid of that baby? Or is it now, you know, a situation where that person's whole livelihood is under jeopardy if they have this kid? So in my mind, I think it's good. I understand the precedent that's been set.
Oh yeah.
But when you look at even with law, precedents get set back in the day. But the good thing with precedents is they have to be updated as time progresses. So in my mind, I don't see any reason why a person would have to keep a baby in that respect.
But you know what's mad? The thing is, right, with the law, especially today, remember back in the day, like what's this individual? Remember the time where a few people went missing, and then they found them like many years afterwards, and then there was the black guy who was saying, "Oh yeah, like a white woman running up to me, giving me a hug. Oh, like that never happens. Like yo, like she was really relieved, like that sort of situation." The guys that were judged, basically, they were judged for the babies that were never born,
Right.
and also the lives that were, of course, alive. So because they've been kept in captivity, there were, of course, you know, a lot of traumatic things that we can't speak about on this podcast. A lot of things happened to them, but they were judged for that. And then also another thing with me is that nobody knows what that child will become. Nobody knows who that child will become.
True.
I mean, of course, what happened between the woman and that other individual, of course, that's disgusting. Like, let's say where it is disgusting.
Yeah,
like, what happened with that guy? Like, he needs to have his judgment. He needs to be put in prison for what he did. Do you get what I'm saying?
Naturally.
But then, with that child, nobody knows what that child will become. And there's been some incidences where children that have come out of that sort of situation, you know, thank God that none of us are in that situation. But you know, I pray that you guys, you know, have blessings if that's ever happened to you and you are an outcome of that. But nobody knows what you will become. And that's the crazy thing about it. So then for me, it's like, if you take that out of the equation, then you take out like whatever, you take out the possibilities.
I hear that. My only rebuttal is the fact that, like, just let people, within reason, obviously, but let people do what they want with their own body, if that makes sense. Like, if she feels, like, I hear what you're also not that. So you have your one thing I've always respected about you is you have your views, but you're not gonna necessarily enforce that on other people, if that makes sense.
Nah, because
like,
I think with me, it's like, listen, I mean, God set out a standard, and He said this, and that, boom, 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 and basically He said, listen, you could do what you want. yeah, just know there's a judgment day coming. So if you want to do however, if you don't believe in him, that's absolutely up to you. But he says there's a judgment day coming. So that's how I personally feel about it.
hear that.
So, yeah, that's how I feel. Like, even with like the situation about like double homicide, I understand what she was trying to achieve. She wanted a standard of living where she could go out, she could make, she could meet. Shouts to Kevin Samuels, a high value man. A high value man, take care of herself, make sure she's in a position to take care of her children. And she felt like, I'm not going to take care of my children. Now, somebody will turn around and say, pardon me, someone will probably give like a scientific theory about hippos, right? Which I just was like looking at yesterday, which is even kind of crazy.
Hey, hippos are dangerous,
Hippos would kill their own kids.
They're,
What, excuse me?
On God.
they're dangerous as fuck.
They're
the most
dangerous.
animal.
Say a word.
On mothers.
Man's not capping.
I'm not capping. Basically,
Be for hippo then, innit? I thought a
Boy.
rhinoceros and them, man.
nah.
If you're in a pool
Yeah.
with a hippo
Yeah.
and a lion, run from the hippo. On God.
My man said.
No, not even that.
If you see me in a fight with a bear, help the bear.
What the hell?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So like, even looking like at the science of what like hippos do. So for example, hippos, there's only 3 reasons why they'll kill children, right? Not human children, their own children.
Yeah.
So the one reason, which is like just the alpha male, basically, if the alpha male beats the other alpha male, he becomes the alpha of the whole pack, and he doesn't want to spread his genetics. He doesn't want to raise up other people's genetics. He wants to raise his own genetics.
Yeah.
So he will kill the kids because it's like,
Right.
bro, I don't have anything to do with
My
you.
man said it's on site.
2,
Boy.
the other reason is if it's weak. Like if it's absolutely weak.
These hippos are getting in.
Boy.
My man said if my child's disabled,
Yeah.
Punch
Chew it up. Done. That's meat.
that's
That's food for them. That's it's insane. And then I think I've forgotten the other reason, but this is with other animals. Basically, they would kill off the kids because they would want to populate their own, like they would want to spread their own genetics, basically. But back to the other 2 points, where it's like I'm alpha male, blah blah blah. That's irrelevant to the topic at hand. So the other one is they're not in a situation to take care. Oh, sorry. The third situation is the third reason why they'll kill off the kids is because they do not have the resources to take care of the pack, not the kids, just the pack. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear that.
So they believe that it's overpopulated. They'll kill off the pack. They'll kill off the kids straight away.
The pack because it's overpopulated is mad.
Yeah, they won't kill off the pack because the pack is old enough
Pack is the pack.
to survive by
in
themselves
the
if they
pack.
have to.
Put
But
the kids in the pack, boy. You're stupid. No, I'm hearing you, man.
yeah, so like
Go on.
in terms of like the whole situation of her like having to have abortion to make sure that her life is in a better place, I get it. I don't agree with it.
Fair enough.
That's my
No,
only thing.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion. I
Yeah.
agree with it
I've asked you,
personally.
man, this
but-
question actually.
Go on.
What do you think? I want to hear what other people think will be like his dad. So I want to hear what you think. Me and E-Man will be like his dad. I want to hear what E-Man thinks. Vice versa. I'll kick things off. Just
Go ahead,
for
go ahead.
conversation's sake. I think E-Man's going to be a wonderful dad. Obviously, that goes without saying. I think he's going to raise it will be a religious household, no doubt. I think
1,000%.
1,000%. But it'll be a great house, nonetheless. I think they're going to be raised in the way of the Lord, and the kids will, they'll be polite, good children. You know what I mean? Obviously, Colin's house is going to be a spot. You know what I mean? Same way your house was a spot when we was younger.
Man said
Like,
it's gonna be a spot.
yeah,
Yeah, I heard that.
the kids are gonna enjoy themselves. They'll have fun. It'll be a home full of lots of love and lots of hip hop. Probably more hip hop than love, if I'm honest. But it'll be a great house nonetheless.
I hear that, bro. I appreciate that, man. You know what? It's actually a really good question because when I see certain attributes in certain people, and I can pinpoint where they come from. So I've only met your dad maybe a handful of times, but I see the link between you two like fully.
Yeah, no.
Thank
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
are your dad's.
I've heard that many
your
times.
dad's son,
Yeah,
son, do you know what I'm saying? And I rate that because he has certain principles and values, and the way he talks and carries himself, I see in you, and it'll be very good when you eventually have your own kids. Do you get it? So you've come from a very strong foundation.
Thank you.
So I know you.
Good stop.
I already know if any madness has happened in his yard, he's gonna be laughing to himself when he's in his room, yeah. But when he goes into his kid's room, he's gonna be like, "Yo, like big man, like."
That's it, big man. What are you doing?
I don't have to say anything, but you know what's coming, innit?
You know
But then you go and see
Few
your wife.
words.
You see your wife, and you will be busting up. Do you get it? You'll be laughing to yourself because you know what kids are like, innit?
Oh, it's bad.
On Demi, I can just imagine it just being like, similar to what Eman's saying, because I've met your dad as well, but like you will have your balance will be probably a little bit better as far as having to bridge the gap between them and being able to build a relationship. Because I feel like you're quite good at talking to people and almost adapting yourself to who you're talking to in a good way. Like you can have a kid who is hella anti. And then you just walk into his room and you'll be like, "Look, do you want to play games?" And he'll be like, "Yeah." And then you just bang bare games. And then you have one kid who's like, "Dad, I'm going to the pub." And you're like, "Yeah, I'm coming. Let's go." You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it in. Do you know what I mean? Your level of adaptability, I've always like appreciated and aspired to like be like that. And I think that's definitely something that's gonna hold you down when you have your own kids for sure.
Oh, it's kind of mad because
I think you're gonna be some terrible fathers, nigga.
Don't become fathers. These niggas is terrible.
what's this? Collins, you know what I see? I see Collins, yeah, I see a similarity between me and Collins. Basically, Collins will raise his kids in a way where it's like there's levels.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can put it. There's levels. He will have a bit of fun, but there's levels. Yeah.
Don't push it.
Niggas trying to say, I'm gonna let them run riot.
No. But the thing is with Demi, yeah.
Son's gonna be a drill rapper.
I'll finish.
No, the thing is with Demi, you're gonna raise your kids here in a very liberal way. Yeah. Not to say that they're not going to respect you as a father. Do you get what I'm saying? They're going to be fairly liberal, but they're going to know who their dad is. They're going to know who their mother is. They're going to know the authority. They're going to know when no means no. They're going to know when yes means yes.
I hear that.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, as Collins was saying, there's one child who's anti. There's one child who's just out here, just wild. Yeah. Preferably the son. He's just out here. He's going out. He's doing his thing. And the other one is anti. He's just him in his own room. But the thing is, you will be able to connect with him right away in a way that other people may not necessarily be able to connect with them, but in a way where it's like, listen, pattern up, okay, cool, dad, listen, let's go and just chill for a bit. Do you get what I'm saying? And then your other son is like, he's on his own, he's doing his own thing, cool, boom. Now I'm not saying that you're gonna have two boys. It might be two girls. It might be.
I actually want two girls.
Two girls.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you want a son?
Man, them are mad. I think. Nah, I don't think there's anything to sit to.
No, I'm just looking at the time. I'm looking at the time. I'm looking at the time. I am looking at the time. Please.
I just think not that girls are easier. There's no one.
They're gonna take care of you at the end of the day.
Nah, it's not even that. I just think man, them can let you down. You know what I mean? They just can. They can.
That's a fact.
We can turn out to be terrible. Like, thank God thank God we're all great people, but you know how man them be. There's things that girls can't do that man them will do. And as long as I protect my queens and I protect my princesses, I'm golden. As long as I make them happy, I'm golden. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
then
you're good
if that's
with
the
women
case,
as well. Like on a general level, like you're very good at communicating with them.
I try to be, and I have I'm grateful because I have a lot of women in my life.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
100%.
I'm fortunate. You know, the two closest people to me are my mum and my sister, and those are my queens. So due to that, I think
that just naturally translates to everybody else.
To me wanting girls,
I heard that, bro.
I've always felt like I couldn't father a son.
Nah, you will.
Nah, don't say you will, because I've just told you what I want.
And that's where I say
you're tough, right?
There will be one child who'll just be on his ones out here.
You trying to say God's gonna challenge me?
No, I think you're gonna show him so much love. You're gonna show him enough love for him to be his own individual. The other one, yeah, he might be anti, but he's still his own individual. Do you get what I'm saying? They're both at different ends of of the spectrum, but at the end of the day, they're still gonna be them. You're gonna raise up good children.
I mean, that's
Both
what,
and you, Collins, you're gonna raise
I
up good
think we
children.
all will.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So.
I'm excited to. I think it's still maybe 6 to 10 years down the line.
Yeah.
But like, I'm excited for us to be. I mean, like, yo, you're going to your Uncle Collins' house today. Like, what do you think we're playing at? Like, get ready.
Yeah,
who the fuck do you think you're trying to still play games? It's nearly 10 and we've got to go in 5 minutes. I don't know what you think this is. Put your shoes on. Put your sneakers on, nigga.
Wake up, little nigga.
Slip thumbs over.
No,
That scene is crazy, you know.
bro, that show is so dumb, bro. Honestly, like,
Who are they gonna believe me? Oh, he couldn't do it with his own sister. Like, no, you shot him. He is dead because it's clear that these are not shot. These are not wounds from suicide. This is clear as day. Someone has killed him.
Ghost is a special breed.
He said, "Wake up, little."
Sleep time's over. Ghost is a special breed. That is a definition of being a terrible father. And to be honest, I think
that's a terrible
Really?
show.
Did you watch the whole show?
I watched the whole show, but do you really think do you really think he's a terrible father though? Because his son has gone out and done his own thing. Now, in terms of his decisions,
Is a spin-off meant to be Ghost?
you know
The
what?
spin-off is,
in some ways,
show.
Oh, okay.
It's not
he
bad.
gave his son all the resources, but he never gave him the love.
I need that.
He did certain things right. So with the resources, you're correct. Because
Yeah.
he said to him, once you finish uni, you will get the P's. So that is very smart.
Yeah.
But man's fisting up his own son and doing all kinds of,
But the thing is, as I said, he gave him the resources, but he never gave him the love.
Yeah, true.
He never,
Certain parents be doing that, you
because the
know.
thing is, with like fathers and sons, you have to give him enough. Basically, you have to give him the presence to know that you're there.
Yeah.
You're there to help, but more importantly, you're there to give constructive criticism. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
Because that's, as I get older, I realize that my dad, he's more of a constructive criticism guy. Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
And then later on, I'll be like, yo, what's up, dad? How you doing? It's like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, how's this? It's like, yeah, it's good.
We've got to find a balance though, and that's one thing we've got to do. We've got to learn, like, our dads did the best they could in it, and we've all come out relatively well, but I think they had certain
It's being
obstacles
African.
they had to
Yeah.
overcome. So ultimately, it's down to us.
Even
to
I
be
have
able
a
to-
conversation with my dad now, like in the sense that he said, yeah, there's certain things I would like to have been able to do and been able to talk to you about, but at the
I
end
can't.
of the- but I can't.
You simply can't.
I can't.
Hey, I saw the funniest thing yesterday. Yeah, I was on Facebook memories, and one of my statuses was, I've just been picked up from football for the first time ever by my dad. I'm in such a good mood.
Hey, yo, Facebook memories be telling you shit, man.
I
I
was
was whining.
I was laughing so much. I was like, "Raw, my dad did me like that." I was hitching your eyes the whole
Hey, yo,
time.
this is, yo,
That's crazy.
nah.
Your mum will be there every time, but your dad,
pops.
when your dad comes there, it's like, yeah, how you doing? Like, he's there to actually make sure that he's there at least one time.
Bro.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I gotta make sure you're present. When I'm a dad, I have to be there for every
100%.
game.
Yeah.
I've gotta be
That's
there.
that's me. That's gonna be.
Do you
Listen,
know?
the Mbappe project is real. Like,
Yeah, I'm not too.
so the Mbappe project is basically just making sure you raise the best footballer in the world. That's what I'm gonna do. Yo, as soon as he can walk, nigga, you're on the training ground.
There's gonna be cones.
But
Yeah,
then
that's
isn't
your
that?
Oh,
But
God,
then
there's gonna be
again,
cones next
but
to
then
your
again,
bed.
isn't that your vision? Your vision upon your son? Because the thing is, your son might want to change, and then that might be that might be
Wake
detrimental
up, little nigga.
to.
Sleep time's over.
Alright.
What I was saying, I was speaking to Sophie about this, and what I said to her is, because she thinks I might be of that school of thought, and I said to her, because she knows I love Man United, innit? That's
Yeah.
just my livelihood. You know the game on Sunday?
I didn't see it, but I saw the highlights.
Bro, I don't typically get too emotional when it comes to football, innit? I've seen Man United win everything, so I'm okay. But certain games and
Can't say the same.
that Man United game against Spurs, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was rattled. So when we won, I was going crazy when we won, innit? And she said to me, if your son doesn't become a football player, you're gonna be pissed, innit? And I was like, I won't be pissed.
But I'll be disappointed.
I'll be disappointed. I'll do everything in my power to make it happen, but I won't overstep the boundary of being enforced upon them.
Right.
You get it? There has to be a line. Because if they wake up like, Dad, I actually don't want to do this. Where do you come in and say?
And the worst thing is that it's a decision.
Exactly.
Because in it, like,
And it ain't in your
with
hands.
children, especially with your children, like in my life, I've made decisions. I may have not understood it at that time, but I've made decisions. So then, going back at it, it'd be like, I wanted to do this, but my father said no. Why? And then he told me, nah, do this, do that. So, like, for example, me being great at mathematics, I know, like, mathematics just like that. Great thing. Now, my dad, he's happy that I know mathematics. He wanted me to go to university to study mathematics. Of course, I didn't go to university to study mathematics because I didn't really see what I wanted to do with mathematics afterwards. But that's besides the point. But the thing is, if I told my dad I don't want to do it, he has to understand at that point that it's a decision that I've made. But then now I have to because the thing is, this is what my dad's doing with me now. He understands that the fact that, listen, you're going to have to go and whatever you want to do, make it a decision and go for it. And let's sit down and actually plan it together. So at least where you can go forward, if you succeed or you fail, at least you know what you've done.
That's a fact.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear that.
And more importantly, I was there to help. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shout outs to all the dads that were there. Shout outs to the dads that are not here currently at the moment. You know, RIP to them. And if they're not there from the very beginning, you know, it's a situation where...
That's a situation I never want. That's why my biggest thing is I want to be in love with the person or love the person that I have a child with. You know?
Yeah, that's the
ideal.
ideal.
Obviously, we know how like that
Life
situation.
goes,
Like
yeah.
obviously, different situations are different situations. But like, I feel like resentment for that child sometimes, or you not being there, comes from the fact that you didn't love the lady that you had the child with. For me, that's such a big thing. Like, and I'm happy because I know what love feels like. If that makes sense. Like I've been in love, and I know what it would feel like to be like. You know, I'm happy with you. I can see this going somewhere.
Yeah.
But I think it's so important.
It's
You
key.
can't-
It's not.
I think it's the most important thing.
I think it's important, but I don't think it's.
Obviously, we know. Okay, what I will put is the fact that we know children come from other places. Like we know there's children from homes whereby the dad and the mum weren't together. That happens.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I think the most important thing is I want to be in love with the person I have a child with.
Yeah.
That's me.
Hey, I'm never gonna dispute it.
Yeah.
But yeah, lads, this has been a good episode. I think
we have to wrap up.
1000%, man.
we gotta wrap up, but let's get off.
If you're wondering in the next episode why we're wearing the same clothes, it's not because we're dirty and we've not washed or anything. It's because we're recording 2 episodes in the same day. I just want to make that clear because you know there's going to be someone, oh, why are they wearing the same clothes?
So, E-Man, cut out the bit at 52:45 to 50. No, I'm joking. I'm only kidding.
But Made in Jaffa podcast, episode 83.
We gotta get off our songs, innit?
I was just about.
Oh,
give me a
come
chance,
on,
man.
bro.
Nah, I was segueing into it. I don't.
Come on,
if you was
Sean.
if you was in my brain,
Is
if you was in my brain,
I don't want to be in your brain, bro. Come on, man.
there's nothing but Gardem in there.
Big.
man said you're dumb.
No, I'm actually being stupid.
Gardem,
I'm still drunk from last night. I want to make that perfectly clear. If that's why you're wondering why the energy's been here, but man, song suggestions. You're gonna have to do this twice as well. So I hope you're prepared. I'm prepared.
Yeah.
So you already know what time it is. I'll kick things off.
Go on.
Jealousy by Mahalia featuring Rico Nasty. Mahalia, you did your thing on that song, man.
Shouts out to Mahalia.
Anyway, I'm trying to see.
Listen. Anyway, I can't even speak too hard.
I'm down. I can't speak too tough, but Mahalia, if you already know what time it is, 079 me.
My choice this week is a song by George.
Yeah, he's onto big things, by the
Masego. Shout out to Masego, man. He's
Yo, the PR were working because I didn't even think that was a collab that could come together.
Oi, and shout out to Scully as well. You can hear him on the track at the end. Man's doing those radio shout outs. I see you moving up, baby.
Yeah, yo, Scully's our guy, you know.
Shout out to Scully.
Scully came through as well.
Yeah.
That's a king, man.
We had that good conversation for like other extra 30 minutes after the pod, so he's genuinely good.
Yeah,
people.
nah, he's good people. The thing is, like, the more we will get into the industry because it's
Of
only
course.
natural. I think
Are we not in there already?
Yeah. Oh, we industry plants. BBC Three, shout me. But the more we dive into the industry, it's meeting people like Scully who are just
100%
dope people.
Down
Like
to
they're
earth
good
people.
people
East
before
Africa
their
stand up.
personality.
100%. The song's called Enemies. It's a cold song. It's very cold.
And to be honest, so I spoke about this on the previous episode, which was episode 82, and I said there was another song I was listening to, and that song was Jose Canseco by West Side Gun and what's my man's name? Stove God Cooks. Shout outs to them too, yeah. Them man, they're just doing bits. Anyways,
Can't
this
put another West Side Gun song in.
I probably would. Anyways, I don't think I'll put this song on the thing on the playlist. If not, but I'll give 2 songs. But basically, no, actually, no, I'll give this song.
Give the
anyways.
one for now. And then
Yeah. So this song has been sampled from "Get in My Car" by 50 Cent, and this is the.
Is it the Migos song with NBA?
Come on, man! Come on!
Too cold.
Bitch, get in. It came out a while ago, didn't it?
It came out a while ago, and I really wanted to put it on the playlist, but I forgot about it.
Everyone is spitting.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it again.
We have bars like that, but they were getting it in, man.
I'll listen to it again.
And
I heard it once.
I don't even like NBA Youngboy like that.
And to be honest, sometimes like whenever you hear a sample, you almost cringe. But this one, when you hear it, it's
too clean,
cold.
man. It's too clean.
So "Need It" is the song. If I put that song already, then I'm just gonna put "I'm Just Bait" by Buzzwell. Ambush. Do you get what I'm
That's
saying?
a guy, innit?
Listen, if we could get Ambush on the thing, shout out to
No, we
Ambush.
might actually, I'm gonna try and make it happen. Cause
Yeah.
I be in and out the emails, like trying to make it happen.
Make it stick.
Not-
Make it stick.
Make it stick. But yeah, I'll shout it.
Oh, shout outs to D1 because he dropped a
Yeah, game plan.
Yes, he dropped a not EP, an actual album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
listened to it the
shout outs
other
to
day.
yeah.
It's good. It's good.
How do we feel about D1? Obviously from our area, big up, represent yourself.
D1, he from his very first song, it was a slap, but now he's just grown into a monster,
He's growing.
and he hasn't reached his final form.
But
At this current form right now, he's doing bits.
He's growing.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's family. Like obviously we grew up together. We've grown up in the same area. I think he's incredibly talented. I feel like I don't know how to. This is not a criticism at all. I don't know how he can. I want him to get bigger. Is how I feel.
As I said, he's a monster. He's not in his final form.
You think that's the issue?
No, it's not an issue because the thing is, right now he's good right now. He's good. He's good, but he's not in his final form. When he gets into his final form, but the thing is, nobody knows who the final form is. Nobody knows what it is. But right now, he's good.
Yeah,
he's good. He's proper good.
But
Shouts out to him, man. I think he's
remember that made Holy Water. Remind me.
Jay Gully.
Jay Gully, that's my guy. Obviously, it's nice to know that there's talent in the area. Holy Water, big up yourself because that song is just incredible. And do you know what? I love songs that I feel like I've got 3 songs in one because he switches up the flow so much.
Yeah.
Jay Gully, you're doing your thing. Obviously, D1, that's family. Been friend, I've known him for years now.
No, I've known Jay Gully for years as well. So
that's family. Shouts out, man.
And shouts out to our listeners, man.
Shouts out to the listen.
Mumbai, New Delhi, shout outs to man Demz.
Real shit, man.
Of course, fam. Shout outs to you guys.
1,000 downloads this month. You already know what time.
Hey yo,
it is.
send me some
pushing,
XRP.
baby.
Shout outs to you, man.
Yo,
Yeah.
Wizard. Come on,
And just
dog.
interact with us, come back with us, come kick it, ask us questions, drop us some ads.
It's real king shit, man.
We here.
47th most.
Don't be
Send
shy.
me some XRP.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you
Don't be
something.
shy.
I'm gonna tell you, 47th most popular podcast in the UK for music.
You
Just
heard?
send me
And
some
we're trying to come
XRP.
top 20.
You heard?
We put certain people in the spliff because we be chatting shit we should not be.
Nah, now
here.
you're talking bad shit.
We shouldn't be here, but we outside.
here,
I told the man to
man,
put
we
your
here.
sneakers on, and do you know what they did? They put their fucking sneakers on.
Nah,
Episode 83.
Nah, Zayn.
God. All right. Boom.